The MLB Daily Dish is a daily feature we're running here at MLB.tv that rounds up roster-impacting news, rumors, and analysis. Have feedback or have something that should be shared? Hit us up at MLB Daily Dish on Twitter or at MLB Daily Dish on Instagram. The Red Sox came up big once again against the Dodgers in the World Series. Boston rallied for 3 runs with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning to beat Los Angeles 4-2 in Game 2 to take a 2-0 lead in the Fall Classic. After exercising his postseason demons in the ALCS, Red Sox starter David Price had another outstanding performance in Game 2, but his story is the last of his kind. Before the Red Sox rallied in the bottom of the 5th, the Dodgers were looking to add to their 2-1 lead until Andrew Benintendi made a game-saving leaping catch. In a World Series Game 1 that very literally may have featured the best Fall Classic starting pitching matchup of all time, Clayton Kershaw and Chris Sale have a combined 1.02 career regular season whip, the best ever among any starting pitching pairing in World Series history. Neither Kershaw or Sale made it through the 5th inning. Thanks to a 4-for-5 night from Andrew Benintendi, some clutch hitting from J.D. Martinez, and a 3-run, pinch-hit home run from Eduardo Nunez that blew things open in the 7th inning, the Red Sox took the first game of the Fall Classic by a score of 8-4. The Diamondbacks made a trade for Eduardo Escobar at the trade deadline this past season, and apparently they liked what they saw. Escobar decided to forego a potentially lucrative free agent market and signed a 3-year deal with the club. We put out a poll on Monday to see who you thought should win the American Most Valuable Player award. There are several very viable candidates, including one that is currently playing in the World Series. The Angels hired Brad Ausmus as their manager after he passed the equivalent of the SAT for someone wanting to run a Major League Baseball team. David Bell, a Cincinnati native whose grandfather, father, and brother all played for the Reds, has been hired for his dream job and will succeed Jim Riggleman as the Reds manager. Which players most deserve to win the 2018 NL Comeback Player of the Year awards? There are several managerial and front office openings already and teams are busy interviewing candidates and seeing who is available. Make sure you stay up to date on all of the latest rumors on that front in our managerial and executive openings tracker. The Marlins acquired $500,000 in extra international signing bonus pool money from the Astros, sending low-level minor leaguers Adonis Gordon and Brian DePaula to Houston in return. What to do with all that money, you may ask? The Marlins already know, completing a move that had been rumored for weeks and signing highly touted international prospects Victor Mesa and Victor Mesa Jr. You might say that they're setting themselves up to be the victors. The Braves were surprisingly good this year, and they look primed to compete over the next few years. As a reward for that success, manager Brian Snitker received a multi-year contract extension that was quite deserved. Our Wayne Cavati has broken down the 5 biggest takeaways from the Yankees season. While baseball is still raging on, the winter is coming sooner than we think, and with it, hot stove season. Here's a look at the biggest free agents this off-season and what we might see go down when baseball hits the winter meetings in Vegas. Our own Anthony Spalding made the cases for the NL Silver Slugger candidates at each position. Our Anderson Pickard took a look at the teams that underperformed relative to expectations this season and what went wrong to cause those disappointing seasons. There are quite a few legitimate contenders in the National League this year, so Anthony Spalding went through the obvious candidates for NL Manager of the Year. As part of the celebration of the many talented women that contribute across the SB Nation network, Gina Thomas profiled our own Cristiana Caruso.